Roar of the Wilderness, a safari adventure from the eyes of teens. Chapter 1. Into the Wild, the call of the safari. The moment the sun kissed the horizon, painting the sky with vibrant hues of orange and pink, the whispers of the African wilderness beckoned. Each dawn on the savannah felt like an invitation to an adventure that stirred the spirit. The call of the safari was more than just the sounds of rustling grasses or distant roars. It was a symphony of nature, a reminder that the wild was alive and waiting for explorers like us. With every heartbeat, we felt the thrill of anticipation, the thrill of discovering untamed beauty and witnessing nature in its rawest form. As we gathered our gear, the excitement was palpable. Our backpacks bulged with essentials: binoculars for spotting elusive wildlife, journals for documenting our experiences, and cameras to capture memories that would last a lifetime. The sights and sounds of the camp buzzed with energy, igniting our imaginations. We could almost hear the call of the wild echoing in our minds, urging us to step outside our comfort zones and embrace the untamed adventures that awaited us in the heart of Africa. The journey began with our guide, a seasoned safari expert who seemed to carry the essence of the wilderness within him. His stories of past adventures filled our minds with vivid images of lions lounging in the sun and elephants marching majestically across the plains. We were on the brink of discovering the wonders of the animal kingdom, and the thrill of what lay ahead electrified the air. The call of the safari wasn't just about the animals. It was about forging connections with nature and with each other, creating bonds that would last a lifetime. As the jeep rolled over the uneven terrain, we felt the adrenaline rush through us with every bump and jolt. Our eyes scanned the landscape, eager to spot the first glimpse of wildlife. Suddenly, a herd of zebras appeared, their striking black and white stripes contrasting against the golden grass. We gasped in unison, our hearts racing as we watched them graze peacefully. In that moment, we understood the true essence of the safari, the thrill of the unexpected, the beauty of unfiltered experiences, and the joy of sharing these moments with friends who felt just as alive as we did. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the vast expanse, we gathered around the campfire, our hearts and minds overflowing with stories to share. The call of the safari had transformed us, awakening a sense of adventure and curiosity that would stay with us long after the trip ended. The wilderness had called, and we had answered, united in our quest for discovery. Each roar of a lion and flutter of a bird had woven a tapestry of unforgettable memories, reminding us that the wild is not just a destination. It is a journey of self-discovery, friendship, and the unbreakable bond between humans and nature. Packing for adventure. Packing for adventure is an essential part of preparing for any epic safari, and it's your chance to get creative and make sure you're ready for anything the wild throws your way. The first step is choosing the right bag. A sturdy backpack is a must, one that's comfortable enough to carry for hours, but spacious enough to hold all your gear. Make sure it has compartments for organization. You don't want to be rummaging through a jumbled mess when you need your binoculars or sunscreen in a hurry. Clothing is where the fun really begins. Think layers. Mornings can be chilly, but once the sun rises, it can get pretty warm. Pack lightweight, breathable fabrics that dry quickly. Neutral colors like khaki, beige, and olive green help you blend into the landscape and keep you cool. Don't forget a wide-brimmed hat and sunglasses for sun protection. And let's be real, stylish safari outfits can be a great way to express your personality while you're out in the wild. Footwear is another key element of your packing list. Comfort is critical, so choose sturdy, supportive hiking boots that can handle rough terrain. Break them in before the trip to avoid blisters. You might also want to pack a pair of sandals for lounging around the camp after a long day of exploring. Remember, The goal is to be ready for adventure without compromising on comfort. Now, let's talk about the gear you'll need. A good pair of binoculars is a must-have for spotting wildlife from a distance. Don't forget a lightweight camera to capture those unforgettable moments. A portable charger is also essential because you'll want to keep your devices powered up for all the amazing pictures and videos you'll be taking. If you're into journaling or sketching, bring along a notebook to document your daily adventures. Consider packing some personal snacks and a reusable water bottle. Staying hydrated and energized is key when you're out in the wilderness, and having your favorite trail mix or energy bars can be a real morale booster. Safari adventures are all about making memories, and with the right packing strategy, you'll be well prepared to embrace the wild, meet incredible animals, and enjoy every minute of your journey. So get packing and let the adventure begin. Meeting the crew. As the sun began to rise over the horizon, casting golden rays across the sprawling savanna, the excitement in the air was palpable. We were about to meet the crew that would guide us on this incredible safari adventure, and the thrill of the unknown buzzed through our veins. Each of us had our own expectations and dreams for this trip, but one thing was certain: we were about to embark on the journey of a lifetime. With our backpacks slung over our shoulders and hearts racing, we made our way to the main lodge where our team awaited us. Standing before us was a vibrant mix of personalities, each one uniquely passionate about the wildlife and landscapes we were about to explore. First up was Sam, our head guide, whose enthusiasm was infectious. With a wide-brimmed hat and a camera always at the ready, he regaled us with stories of his encounters with elephants, lions, and even the elusive leopards. His eyes sparkled with excitement as he explained the importance of respecting the animals and their habitats, making it clear that this adventure was not just about thrill-seeking, but about learning and conservation. We could tell that Sam was going to be not just a guide, but a mentor who would inspire us to appreciate the wild. Next, we met Nia, the wildlife tracker. She was fierce and knowledgeable, with a deep connection to the land that could be felt in every word she spoke. Nia had a way of making even the most mundane details come alive, like how the patterns of the animal tracks told stories of their daily lives. She shared her favorite experiences, from tracking a pride of lions at dusk to witnessing a herd of giraffes gracefully nibbling on acacia trees. Her passion for the wilderness was contagious, and we found ourselves hanging on her every word, eager to learn the secrets of the wild. Then there was Leo, the photographer, whose enthusiasm for capturing the perfect shot was evident in the way he handled his camera like a pro. He encouraged us to see the beauty in every moment, teaching us how to look beyond the obvious and find the extraordinary in our surroundings. Leo promised to share tips on photography throughout the trip, and we couldn't wait to learn how to frame our own memories against the stunning backdrops of the African landscape. With his guidance, we knew our adventure would be filled with not just experiences, but also stunning snapshots to remember them by. Finally, we met Amina, the local cultural ambassador, who brought a different perspective to our safari adventure. With her warm smile and rich stories of her community, she emphasized the importance of understanding the cultures that coexist with the wildlife. Amina's tales of traditional dances, local legends, and the symbiotic relationship between her people and the land added depth to our journey. As we stood together under the vast African sky, we realized that our adventure was not just about the animals we would see, but also about the connections we would make and the stories we would share. With our crew by our side, we were ready to roar into the wilderness and create unforgettable memories together. Chapter 2. The Journey Begins. First impressions of the landscape. The moment we stepped off the rugged safari truck, the air was electric with excitement. The landscape sprawled before us, a vast canvas painted with vibrant greens and earthy browns, stretching as far as the eye could see. Towering acacia trees dotted the horizon, their silhouettes striking against the brilliant blue sky. We could hear the distant calls of exotic birds and the occasional rustle of grass as unseen creatures moved about. It was as if we had been dropped into a live-action nature documentary, and our hearts raced with the thrill of exploration. As we ventured deeper into the wilderness, the terrain transformed around us. Rolling hills gave way to expansive savannas, where herds of wildebeest grazed peacefully, their sturdy bodies a stark contrast to the delicate flowers blooming at their feet. A gentle breeze carried the sweet scent of wild sage, invigorating our senses and making us feel truly alive. Every step we took felt like an invitation to discover more, and we couldn't help but share our awe with each other, pointing out every new sight and sound. It was a symphony of nature. A flash of movement caught our attention. A family of elephants emerged from a thicket, their massive ears flapping gracefully as they made their way to a nearby watering hole. We stood frozen, our breath hitching at the sight of these gentle giants. The way they moved, so effortlessly yet powerfully, was mesmerizing. We whispered to one another, our eyes wide with wonder. This was the moment we had all dreamed about, witnessing these magnificent animals in their natural habitat, and we felt a deep connection to the wilderness around us. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, the landscape transformed again. Shadows lengthened, and the calls of nocturnal creatures began to fill the air. We gathered around a small campfire, sharing stories of our favorite wildlife encounters while gazing up at the stars twinkling like diamonds. The vastness of the wilderness enveloped us, and we realized that this was more than just a trip. It was an adventure that would shape our understanding of nature and its wild beauty. Each moment spent in this breathtaking landscape was a reminder of how precious and fragile our world is. We felt empowered to protect it, inspired by the raw beauty surrounding us. The first impressions of the landscape were not just about what we saw. They were about how it made us feel, alive, free, and ready to take on whatever adventures awaited us next. This was the roar of the wilderness, and we were eager to dive deeper into its wonders. Spotting wildlife on the road. Spotting wildlife on the road is one of the most exhilarating experiences you can have while on a safari adventure. Picture this. You're cruising along a dusty trail, the sun setting behind the horizon, casting a golden hue over the landscape. Suddenly, out of the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of movement. Could it be a herd of elephants? A pride of lions lounging in the grass? The thrill of the chase is on, and your heart races as you lean forward in your seat, eager to see what nature has to offer. As you embark on this wild journey, it's essential to keep your eyes peeled and your senses alert. Wildlife can be elusive, often blending seamlessly into their surroundings. The trick is to know where to look. Open savannas and waterholes are prime spots for animal activity, especially during dawn and dusk. Make sure to scan the horizon and the trees. You never know when a majestic giraffe might poke its head above the treetops or a cheetah might be resting in the shade. Your quick reflexes and sharp eyes could be the difference between spotting an incredible sight or missing it altogether. Being part of a safari is also about teamwork. Don't hesitate to communicate with your friends about what you spot. If one of you sees an animal, share the excitement. Point it out and encourage everyone to take a moment to appreciate the beauty of wildlife in its natural habitat. Remember, everyone's perspective is unique, and one person might catch something that another misses. This collaborative spirit not only enhances your experience, but can also lead to unforgettable memories you'll cherish long after the adventure ends. Always be respectful of the wildlife you encounter. It's crucial to maintain a safe distance and never disturb the animals. Remember, these creatures are living their lives in the wild, and your presence should be a moment of joy for both you and them. Keep your voices low and avoid sudden movements that might startle them. By practicing responsible wildlife watching, you contribute to the preservation of these magnificent beings and their environment, ensuring that future generations can also enjoy the thrill of spotting wildlife on the road. Finally, don't forget to capture the moment. Bring your camera or smartphone, but remember to enjoy the experience beyond just taking pictures. Snap a few shots for your social media, but take the time to soak in the sights and sounds around you. The rustling of leaves, the distant roar of a lion, or the laughter shared with friends can be just as memorable as any photograph. So, the next time you're on a safari, keep your eyes open and your spirits high. The road is teeming with wildlife waiting to be discovered. Setting up camp in the heart of the wilderness is like creating your own little kingdom amidst the wild. As you arrive at your chosen campsite, the excitement buzzes in the air. The first task is to find a perfect spot, away from any potential animal paths and near a water source, but not too close to it. Look for a flat area that's clear of rocks and debris. When you find that ideal location, the thrill of adventure kicks in, and you can already imagine the campfire stories you'll share under the stars. Now comes the fun part: pitching the tents. Grab your gear and start unpacking. With your friends by your side, it becomes a race to see who can set up their tent the fastest. Don't forget to check for any critters that might have made a home in your chosen spot. As you unfold the tent, the smell of the material and the feel of the fabric in your hands makes it all feel real. Together, you'll work to secure the poles and stake down the corners, turning your temporary shelter into a cozy retreat. Once your tents are up, it's time to gather firewood for a roaring campfire. The sound of snapping twigs and the rustle of leaves fills the air as you venture into the surrounding woods. Collecting different sizes of wood becomes a friendly competition, with everyone trying to find the biggest log or the most perfect kindling. When you finally have a pile of wood, you can start the fire. The crackling flames bring warmth and a sense of safety, creating the perfect backdrop for your night of storytelling and bonding. While the fire crackles, it's the ideal moment to prepare some snacks. Roasting marshmallows over the open flame is a classic camping activity that never gets old. As the gooey treats turn golden brown, laughter echoes through the trees. You can also toast some bread or heat up cans of chili over the fire. The taste of food cooked outdoors is like no other, and sharing these moments with friends makes the meal even more special. You'll create memories that you'll cherish long after the embers have died down. As the night deepens, the wilderness comes, alive with sounds you've never heard before. The chorus of crickets, the distant roar of a lion, or the soft rustle of leaves can be both thrilling and slightly unnerving. But in that moment, as you sit around the fire with your best friends, you realize that this is what adventure is all about. The thrill of the unknown, the beauty of nature, and the bond of friendship create a magical experience. Setting up camp isn't just about finding a place to sleep. It's about embracing the wild and making unforgettable memories together. Chapter 3: A Day in the Savannah. Morning safari. Excitement. The sun began to rise over the horizon, casting a warm golden glow across the African savanna, and the excitement in the air was palpable. As we gathered at the campsite, the chirping of birds and the distant roar of lions filled our ears, awakening our senses to the thrilling day ahead. Everyone was buzzing with anticipation, hearts racing at the thought of embarking on our morning safari. The guides, with their expert knowledge and infectious enthusiasm, briefed us on what to expect, igniting our imaginations with tales of majestic elephants, stealthy leopards, and playful zebra herds. This was it, our chance to witness the wonders of nature up close and personal. Climbing into the safari vehicles, we felt like explorers setting off on a grand adventure. The open-top design offered unobstructed views, and as we cruised along, the dusty trails, the sights and sounds of the wilderness enveloped us. The thrill of spotting our first animal sent shivers down our spines. A family of elephants emerged from the thickets, their massive bodies swaying gracefully as they made their way to a nearby watering hole. We could hardly contain our excitement, snapping photos and whispering our awe to one another, bonding over this unforgettable experience. As we ventured deeper into the park, the landscape transformed before our eyes. Rolling hills and vast plains stretched endlessly, dotted with acacia trees and the occasional rocky outcrop. The thrill of discovery was intoxicating. We spotted a pride of lions lounging under the shade, their golden fur shimmering in the sunlight. Watching them interact, we felt like we were peering into a secret world, a glimpse of the wild that few ever get to see. The guides shared fascinating insights about their behavior, and we marveled at how nature's drama unfolded brought new surprises. A group of mischievous baboons played in the trees above us, their playful antics drawing laughter from our group. We cheered as they swung from branch to branch, reminding us of our own carefree days. Suddenly, the vehicle came to a stop, and everyone held their breath. In the distance, we spotted a cheetah, sleek and powerful, stalking its prey with incredible focus. This was the moment we had been waiting for, the quintessential safari experience that would fuel our stories for years to come. As the morning wore on, we realized that this safari was more than just a sightseeing trip. It was a chance to connect with nature and each other. The shared excitement, the gasps of wonder, and the collective awe of witnessing such beauty created a bond that felt unbreakable. We returned to camp energized and exhilarated, each of us eager to share our favorite moments. The morning safari had not only opened our eyes to the wild, but also to the joy of adventure and the friendships forged in the heart of the wilderness. The Big Five. An introduction. The Big Five are not just a collection of animals. They represent the ultimate adventure that any wildlife enthusiast dreams of experiencing. Picture this. You're on a safari in the heart of Africa, surrounded by majestic landscapes, the sun setting in a blaze of orange and pink, and you're on the lookout for the most iconic creatures of the wild. The Big Five, consisting of the lion, leopard, elephant, rhinoceros, and Cape buffalo, are the stars of this incredible show. Each of these animals carries its own unique story, and spotting them in their natural habitat is like uncovering a treasure chest of nature's wonders. Let's start with the king of the jungle, the lion. These magnificent creatures are not only symbols of strength, but also of teamwork and family. Living in prides, lions exhibit fascinating social structures that can teach us about cooperation and loyalty. Imagine hearing their powerful roars echoing through the savannah as you drive through the bush. Witnessing a lioness hunt or seeing playful cubs pouncing on each other is a moment you'll never forget. It's as if you've stepped into a real-life documentary and you're right in the middle of the action. Next up is the elusive leopard, a master of camouflage and stealth. With their stunning spotted coats, leopards are experts at blending into their surroundings. You might find one lounging on a tree branch, enjoying the sun, or stealthily prowling through the grass. The thrill of spotting a leopard is like finding a hidden gem. They remind us that patience and sharp observation skills can lead to extraordinary discoveries. Imagine the adrenaline rush when your safari guide whispers, "Look over there," as you catch a glimpse of one slinking away into the shadows. Now, let's talk about the gentle giants of the animal kingdom. Elephants. These massive mammals are not only awe-inspiring due to their size, but also because of their intelligence and strong social bonds. Watching a herd of elephants interact is a heartwarming experience, showcasing their incredible communication skills and emotional depth. Whether they're playfully splashing in water holes or tenderly caring for their young, elephants embody the beauty of family and connection. You'll find yourself captivated by their presence, feeling a sense of wonder as they roam across the plains. Lastly, we can't forget about the rhinoceros and the Cape buffalo, each with their own incredible traits. Rhinos, with their thick skin and impressive horns, are symbols of resilience and strength. Spotting one is a reminder of the importance of conservation. as these magnificent creatures face threats in the wild. Meanwhile, Cape buffalo, known for their unpredictable nature and formidable horns, are both fascinating and intimidating. They often move in large herds, creating a spectacular sight as they graze across the savanna. Each encounter with the Big Five not only fuels your adrenaline but also deepens your understanding of the delicate balance of nature. Experiencing the Big Five on a safari is more than just a checklist of animals to see. It's about immersing yourself in the wild, connecting with nature, and appreciating the beauty of life on Earth. Every moment spent in the presence of these incredible creatures is an adventure that leaves you with stories to tell and memories to cherish. So gear up, grab your camera, and get ready for an unforgettable journey through the wilderness that will ignite your passion for wildlife. As the sun peeked over the horizon, casting golden rays across the savanna, we gathered around our guides, each one a treasure trove of knowledge. These seasoned adventurers had spent years navigating the wild, and every story they shared was like a doorway into another world. From the intricate patterns of animal behavior to the secrets of the ecosystem, we were about to embark on an educational journey that was as thrilling as a lion's roar. One of the first lessons we learned was the importance of observation. Our guides encouraged us to slow down and truly immerse ourselves in the surroundings. With binoculars in hand, we scanned the landscape, spotting herds of wildebeest grazing peacefully and majestic elephants lumbering across the plains. Each moment was a reminder that patience is key in wildlife observation. The thrill of waiting for a cheetah to spring into action or a bird to take flight was electrifying. It taught us that every second in the wild is an opportunity to witness something extraordinary. The guides also shared their deep respect for nature, emphasizing the delicate balance of the ecosystem. They explained how every creature, no matter how small, plays a vital role in maintaining the health of the wilderness. This perspective shifted our understanding of wildlife from mere spectatorship to active participation in conservation. We learned how to identify tracks and signs, understanding that even the smallest paw print could tell us a story. Our connection to the environment grew stronger, inspiring us to advocate for its protection. As we ventured deeper into the bush, our guides taught us survival skills that were both practical and exhilarating. From building a shelter to foraging for edible plants, each lesson ignited our adventurous spirits. The thrill of starting a fire with just a few sticks made us feel like true wilderness warriors. We realized that knowledge is power, and these skills not only prepared us for unexpected situations, but also deepened our appreciation for the resources the wild offers. Finally, the guides instilled in us the importance of teamwork and leadership. Every expedition required collaboration, whether it was navigating through dense foliage or spotting hidden wildlife. We learned that each person's strengths contribute to the group's success, fostering a sense of camaraderie that made our adventure even more memorable. By the end of our journey, we didn't just leave with incredible stories. We carried with us valuable lessons that would shape our outlook on life and the world around us. The wilderness became our classroom, and our guides transformed knowledge into an unforgettable experience. Chapter 4. Close Encounters. Tracking Animals. Footprints and Sounds. Tracking animals in the wild is one of the most thrilling experiences you can have on a safari. Imagine stepping into a world where every footprint in the mud and rustle of leaves tells a story. As you embark on your adventure, you'll learn how to observe the signs left by animals and decode their movements, whether it's the large paw prints of a lion or the delicate tracks of a meerkat. Each mark is a clue that leads you to the heart of the wilderness. Get ready to unleash your inner explorer and follow the trails that wildlife leaves behind. Footprints are like nature's diary, revealing the daily activities of the animals that roam the savanna. Each species has its unique track, and soon you'll be able to identify them like a pro. For example, The distinct three-toed tracks of a hyena or the wide, rounded prints of an elephant can guide you to where these magnificent creatures have been. As you study each print, think about the animal's size, shape, and gait. Are they moving quickly or leisurely? Are they alone or part of a larger group? This knowledge will deepen your connection to the environment and the creatures that inhabit it. But tracking doesn't stop at footprints. The sounds of the wilderness are just as vital in your quest to locate wildlife. Imagine sitting quietly in the bush, your heart racing as you listen to the symphony of sounds surrounding you. The melodious calls of birds, the distant rumble of a herd of buffalo, or the eerie whoop of a jackal can all indicate the presence of nearby animals. Learning to recognize these sounds can help you pinpoint where to focus your attention, making every safari an exciting auditory adventure. With practice, you'll become attuned to the rhythms of the wild, allowing you to anticipate animal sightings before they happen. Understanding animal behavior is crucial for successful tracking. Each animal has its routines and preferences, influenced by factors like time of day, weather, and food availability. For instance, lions are more active during the cooler hours of dawn and dusk, while elephants might be seen during the heat of the afternoon as they seek shade. By observing these patterns, you can increase your chances of encountering wildlife in action. The thrill of stumbling upon a pride of lions resting under a tree or witnessing a herd of zebras grazing is an unforgettable highlight of any safari. As you hone your tracking skills, remember that patience is key. The wilderness doesn't always reveal its secrets easily, and sometimes you might have to wait quietly for the right moment. However, the rewards of your perseverance are immense. The thrill of discovering animal tracks, deciphering their sounds, and predicting their movements will immerse you in the adventure like never before. So grab your binoculars, put on your safari hat, and get ready to dive into the wild. Every footprint and sound is a new opportunity for discovery, and the wilderness is waiting for you to explore its wonders. The thrill of a lion sighting. The moment we stepped into the heart of the African savanna, the air buzzed with excitement. Everything felt electric as we set off on our safari adventure, the sun casting a golden hue over the endless plains. We were armed with our cameras, binoculars, and an insatiable thirst for adventure. Little did we know that the highlight of our trip would be an encounter with the king of the jungle, the lion. Just thinking about it sent shivers down our spines, and we could hardly contain our anticipation as we drove deeper into the wild. As we traversed the rugged terrain, our guide shared stories about the lions that roamed these lands. He spoke of their majestic manes, powerful roars, and the thrill of witnessing their hunting prowess. Each tale heightened our eagerness, our hearts racing at the thought of seeing these magnificent creatures in their natural habitat. We scanned the horizon, our eyes darting from one bush to another, hoping to catch a glimpse of movement. The thrill of the hunt was palpable, and we could feel the adventure pulsing through our veins. Suddenly, our guide stopped the vehicle, and we held our breath. There, lazily lounging under the shade of an acacia tree, was a pride of lions. Our hearts exploded with exhilaration as we took in the sight. The golden fur of the lions glistened in the sunlight, and their relaxed demeanor made it seem as though they owned the land. We whispered excitedly among ourselves, trying to absorb every detail. This was not just a sighting. It was a once-in-a-lifetime moment that we would cherish forever. As we watched the lions, we were struck by their sheer power and grace. A young cub playfully pounced on its sibling, while the dominant male surveyed his territory with an air of confidence. It was like watching a live nature documentary, but even better because we were right there, experiencing it all firsthand. We snapped photos, each click of the camera capturing the essence of this incredible moment. This was more than just a safari. It was a connection to nature that filled us with awe and wonder. When it was time to leave, a sense of sadness washed over us. We had witnessed something extraordinary, a glimpse into the life of these incredible animals. As we drove away, there was a shared understanding among us that we would carry this experience in our hearts forever. The thrill of that lion sighting was not just about the animals, it was about the bond we formed as friends, the stories we would tell, and the adventures that awaited us in the wild. The roar of the wilderness had ignited a passionate flame within us, and we knew our journey had only just begun. A standoff with elephants, the sun hung low in the sky, casting a golden hue over the African savanna as our safari vehicle bumped along the dusty trail. The excitement in the air was palpable. After days of tracking wildlife, we were finally approaching a herd of elephants. These magnificent creatures, known as the gentle giants of the wilderness, were just a short distance ahead, their massive forms silhouetted against the vibrant sunset. We could hardly contain our enthusiasm, our hearts racing with the thrill of being so close to one of nature's most awe-inspiring sights. Eased the vehicle to a halt. We all leaned forward in anticipation. The herd moved gracefully through the tall grass, their trunks swaying and ears flapping lazily. It was mesmerizing to watch them communicate with one another, rumbling sounds echoing softly like a distant thunderstorm. We were right in the middle of a real-life wildlife documentary, and the feeling was surreal. Who knew that a simple safari could turn into an electrifying encounter with a family of elephants? Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted. One of the elephants, a matriarch with large, wise eyes, lifted her head and fixed her gaze on us. It was as if she sensed our presence and decided to take a stand. The herd froze, their attention now focused on the vehicle. We could feel the tension building. It was an epic standoff between us and these powerful beasts. No one dared to breathe. As we watched the matriarch stomp her foot, a warning that we were too close for comfort. The moment felt charged with energy, and we were on the edge of our seats, aware of the raw power and intelligence of these animals. In that heartbeat of time, we learned a crucial lesson about respect for wildlife. The elephants weren't just subjects of our adventure. They were sentient beings with their own families and territories. Sam whispered to us, reminding us to stay calm and still. We were visitors in their world, and it was vital to honor their space. The matriarch continued her watchful stance, and we understood that this wasn't just a game. It was a reminder that we were part of a delicate balance in nature, one that demanded our respect and understanding. Just as quickly as the tension had built, it began to dissipate. The matriarch, satisfied that we had acknowledged her authority, turned away and led her herd deeper into the savanna. We exhaled collectively, our hearts racing with exhilaration and relief. The standoff had taught us more than we could have imagined. It was a thrilling reminder of the beauty and complexity of wildlife, and as we watched the elephants disappear into the distance, we knew this moment would be etched in our memories, forever. A testament to the wild adventures that awaited us in the heart of the wilderness. Chapter 5. Nighttime Adventures. The Magic of Night Safaris. The thrill of a night safari is like stepping into a whole new world where the rules of the day flip upside down. As the sun dips below the horizon, the savanna transforms into a vibrant stage, alive with nocturnal creatures ready to reveal their secrets. Imagine cruising through the darkened landscape, the air buzzing with anticipation and the stars twinkling overhead. With every rustle in the bushes, your heart races and your senses heighten. It's not just a safari, it's an adventure that ignites your imagination and makes you feel like a true explorer on a mission. One of the most exciting parts of a night safari is the chance to see animals that are usually hidden during the day. Lions, leopards, and hyenas come alive after sunset, showcasing behaviors that are rarely witnessed in the daylight. Picture this. Your guide quietly points out a pair of glowing eyes in the distance. As you inch closer, you realize it's a leopard lounging on a branch, its spots blending seamlessly with the darkness. Moments like these are magical, as you witness nature's most captivating creatures in their element, reminding you that the wilderness holds endless surprises. The sounds of the night add another layer of enchantment to the experience. The chorus of crickets and the distant calls of owls create a symphony that fills the air. You might hear the chilling roar of a lion echoing across the plains or the eerie whoops of a hyena laughing in the night. Each sound tells a story, and as you listen, you become part of the wild narrative unfolding around you. This connection to nature is powerful, especially for teens who are often glued to their screens. A night safari pulls you away from technology and thrusts you into an adventure that sparks curiosity and wonder. Night safaris also encourage teamwork and camaraderie. As you share the excitement with friends and fellow adventurers, each sighting becomes a shared memory, whether you're gasping at the sight of a herd of elephants grazing under the moonlight, or huddling together as a herd of wildebeest thunders by. Every moment strengthens the bond between you and your companions. It's the perfect setting to forge friendships that could last a lifetime, united by shared thrills and unforgettable experiences. And the first light of dawn begins to break, you realize how much you've discovered about the wilderness and yourself. The magic of the night doesn't just lie in the animals you see, but in how it transforms your perspective on nature. You leave with a sense of adventure and a deeper appreciation for the wild world around you. This journey into the night is more than just a safari. It's a rite of passage that inspires you to continue exploring, learning, and embracing the wonders of the wilderness. Nocturnal creatures. Who's out there? As the sun dips below the horizon, a vibrant world awakens in the wild. Nocturnal creatures, often overlooked during the day, emerge from their hiding spots, ready to embark on their nightly adventures. Imagine the thrill of stepping into the dark, armed with flashlights and a sense of discovery, as you try to catch a glimpse of these elusive beings. From the haunting calls of owls to the stealthy movements of leopards, the night is alive with excitement and mystery. First up, we have the iconic owl, a master of the night skies. With their large, expressive eyes and silent flight, owls are perfectly adapted to hunt in darkness. These fascinating birds can swivel their heads nearly all the way around, giving them a panoramic view of their surroundings. Spotting an owl perched silently on a branch can be one of the most exhilarating experiences during a safari. Their wise appearance and melodic hoots add a magical soundtrack to the nighttime wilderness. Then there are the big cats, like leopards and lions, who have their own nightlife. While lions are social creatures that often hunt in groups, leopards are solitary and stealthy, relying on their incredible camouflage to stalk prey. Picture yourself on a safari truck, the moonlight reflecting off the golden fur of a lion as it roams the savanna. The thrill of witnessing a leopard gracefully leap from tree to tree or hearing a lion's roar echo through the night is an experience that will leave you breathless and wanting more. Don't forget about the smaller yet equally fascinating creatures that come alive at night. Creatures like the bush baby, with its big eyes and agile movements, and the pangolin, known for its unique armor-like scales, create a whole new level of excitement. These animals may not be as famous as the big cats, but they play crucial roles in their ecosystems. Discovering these lesser-known nocturnal inhabitants adds depth to your safari experience, reminding you that every creature, no matter how small, has a story to tell. As you embark on your nocturnal adventures, remember to embrace the wonder of the wild. The darkness can be intimidating, but it also offers an incredible opportunity to connect with nature in a way that daylight simply cannot match. Each rustle in the bushes, each soft call in the night, invites you to pay attention and appreciate the beauty surrounding you. So gear up, grab your friends, and get ready to uncover the secrets of the night. The wilderness is waiting, and the nocturnal creatures are ready to show you their world. Campfire stories and chills as the sun dipped. Below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the African savanna, the crackling of the campfire filled the air with a sense of excitement. The group of teens gathered around, their faces illuminated by the flickering flames, ready to share the stories that would soon become legends among them. This was no ordinary night. It was the beginning of an unforgettable adventure that would bond them in ways they never imagined. With the stars twinkling overhead and the sounds of the wild echoing in the background, the atmosphere was ripe for tales that would send chills down their spines. The first storyteller, eager to captivate the audience, began weaving a tale about a fabled lioness known as the Shadow Queen. According to local lore, she possessed a rare ability to blend seamlessly into her surroundings, making her almost invisible during the moonlit nights. As the storyteller described the heart-stopping moment when a young cub first encountered the Shadow Queen, the listeners leaned in closer, their eyes wide with anticipation. The suspense built as the cub's curiosity led him deeper into the darkness, hinting at the dangers that lurked just beyond the firelight. The crackles of the fire seemed to mimic the heartbeat of the audience, amplifying the thrill. Took the opportunity to recount a close encounter with a herd of elephants. With animated gestures, they painted a vivid picture of their safari vehicle surrounded by these majestic giants, who seemed to be curious about the teens inside. The tale turned chilling as they described how the ground vibrated with each step of the elephants and how one particularly bold matriarch approached the vehicle, flapping her ears and trumpeting in a way that sent shivers down their spines. The combination of awe and fear was palpable, and the group erupted in nervous laughter, realizing how close they had come to a true wild experience. As the stories continued to flow, a sense of camaraderie blossomed among the teens. They began to share their own spine-tingling experiences, each adding layers to the night's narratives. From the eerie howls of hyenas in the distance to the sight of glowing eyes peering through the brush, every tale brought the group closer together, igniting their imaginations and fueling their adventurous spirits. Each story was a thread woven into the fabric of their collective memory, creating bonds that would last beyond the confines of the safari. As the fire began to dwindle and the night deepened, the teens found themselves lost in the magic of their surroundings. The campfire stories not only entertained them, but also connected them to the wild world around them. They realized that these shared moments, filled with laughter, fear, and wonder, were just as vital to their adventure as the wildlife they had come to see. With the stars as their witness, they made a pact to always chase the thrill of the unknown, knowing that every adventure could lead to another unforgettable story around the campfire. Chapter 6. Conservation and Connection Understanding Ecosystems. Are incredible networks of living and non-living things that work together to sustain life in the wild. Imagine stepping into a lush rainforest, where towering trees reach for the sky while colorful birds flit between branches. Each of these elements plays a role in the ecosystem, from the tiniest insects to the largest predators. When you embark on a wildlife adventure safari, you're not just observing animals. You're witnessing the intricate dance of life that keeps nature thriving. Understanding ecosystems helps you appreciate the balance that exists in the wilderness, making your safari experience even more exhilarating. At the heart of every ecosystem is the idea of interdependence. Plants, animals, water, soil, and climate all interact in fascinating ways. For instance, think of a river teeming with fish. These fish rely on clean water and healthy aquatic plants for food and shelter. In turn, they become a crucial food source for birds of prey and larger mammals. This web of relationships forms the backbone of the ecosystem, ensuring that each species plays its part. As you explore the wild, notice how these connections unfold before your eyes, highlighting the importance of each creature, no matter how small. One of the coolest aspects of ecosystems is their diversity, from the arid deserts to the vibrant coral reefs. Each ecosystem has unique characteristics that support different forms of life. On a safari, you might visit savannas filled with grazing herds of wildebeest, and later trek through dense forests where monkeys swing from branch to branch. Each environment is a treasure trove of surprises, housing creatures adapted to thrive in their specific surroundings. By understanding this diversity, you become more attuned to the wonders of the natural world, igniting a sense of adventure in your heart. Ecosystems are not just about harmony, they also face challenges. Human activities, climate change, and habitat destruction threaten the delicate balance that sustains wildlife. As a teenager exploring the wilderness, you have the power to make a difference. Learning about ecosystems empowers you to advocate for conservation and raise awareness about the importance of protecting these vital habitats. Whether it's through social media campaigns or participating in local conservation efforts, your voice can inspire others to join the cause and help preserve the beauty of nature for future generations. So, as you prepare for your wildlife adventure safari, remember that every moment spent in nature is an opportunity to connect with ecosystems on a deeper level. Whether you're tracking footprints in the mud or watching a pride of lions bask in the sun, you're part of something much larger. Embrace the thrill of discovery and let the roar of the wilderness ignite your passion for wildlife and conservation. With every step you take, you're not just exploring the great outdoors. You're becoming a steward of the earth, ready to protect and celebrate the incredible ecosystems that surround us. Wildlife protection is not just a noble cause, it's an adventure waiting to unfold. Imagine standing on the edge of a vast savanna, the golden grass swaying in the breeze, and suddenly spotting a herd of elephants in the distance. These magnificent creatures are more than just beautiful sights. They play a vital role in their ecosystems. By protecting wildlife, we ensure that these natural wonders continue to thrive and that future generations can experience the thrill of seeing them in their natural habitats. Every safari adventure is a reminder of the delicate balance of life on Earth, and it's up to us to safeguard it. Every animal, from the tiniest insect to the largest mammal, is part of a complex web of life. When we protect wildlife, we are not just saving individual species, we're preserving entire ecosystems that rely on biodiversity. Think about it. When a predator hunts, it helps control the population of herbivores, which in turn affects plant life and the health of the land. This interconnectedness is a fascinating puzzle, and as young adventurers, you have the power to be part of the solution. By learning about these dynamics on your safaris, you become ambassadors for wildlife and champions for environmental stewardship. Moreover, wildlife protection is crucial for our own well-being. Many of the medicines we rely on today come from plants and animals found in the wild. Protecting biodiversity means ensuring that we maintain a rich pool of genetic resources that could lead to breakthroughs in healthcare and agriculture. Each safari you embark on is a chance to understand the importance of these relationships. When you hear the roar of a lion or watch a cheetah sprinting across the plains, remember that these moments are not just for enjoyment. They are a reminder of what we stand to lose if we don't take action to protect our wildlife. Another exciting aspect of wildlife protection is the role that young people like you can play in conservation efforts. Many organizations are dedicated to preserving endangered species, and they are always looking for passionate individuals to help spread the word. You can be a voice for wildlife, using social media to raise awareness or even volunteering for conservation projects during your travels. Imagine sharing your safari experiences with your friends and inspiring them to join you in protecting these incredible creatures. Your enthusiasm can ignite a spark in others and create a ripple effect that leads to real change. In conclusion, the importance of wildlife protection cannot be overstated. Every safari adventure is an opportunity to witness the beauty of nature and recognize our responsibility to safeguard it. By understanding the vital roles animals play in their ecosystems, appreciating the benefits of biodiversity, and engaging in conservation efforts, you can make a difference. As you explore the wilderness, remember that you are not just an observer. You are a key player in the grand adventure of protecting our planet's wildlife. So grab your gear, gather your friends, and let the roar of the wilderness inspire you to take action. Meeting local conservationists. Meeting local conservationists during our safari was one of the most eye-opening experiences of the trip. We set out to explore the vibrant landscapes. We were fortunate enough to connect with a group of passionate individuals dedicated to preserving the wildlife we were so eager to see. Their excitement was contagious, as they shared stories of their work and the challenges they faced in protecting endangered species. We quickly realized that conservation is not just a job for them. It's a way of life fueled by a deep love for the land and its inhabitants. The conservationists introduced us to the incredible creatures that called this wilderness home. We learned about the majestic elephants and their vital role in maintaining the ecosystem. They explained how these gentle giants help shape the landscape by uprooting trees and creating water holes that other animals rely on. As we listened to their stories, we could almost hear the trumpeting of elephants in the distance, reminding us how closely intertwined our lives are with nature. This connection ignited a spark in us, a desire to protect these magnificent beasts and their habitats. One of the most thrilling moments was when we joined the conservationists on a tracking expedition. Armed with binoculars and a sense of adventure, we set out to locate a herd of elephants. The air was filled with anticipation, and every rustle in the bushes sent our hearts racing. As we trekked deeper into the wild, the conservationists taught us how to read animal tracks and recognize signs of wildlife activity. It was like stepping into a treasure hunt, where the prize was the thrill of discovery and a deeper understanding of the environment around us. The conservationists shared their strategies for combating poaching and habitat destruction. They explained the importance of community involvement in conservation efforts, highlighting how local people can be powerful allies in protecting wildlife. We were inspired to see young people just like us actively participating in these initiatives, proving that anyone can make a difference. It was empowering to think that our generation could carry the torch of conservation and advocate for the planet's future. As we wrapped up our visit with the conservationists, we felt a sense of responsibility to become ambassadors for wildlife conservation. The stories, lessons, and friendships we forged during our time together left a lasting impression on us. We realized that our safari adventure was more than just a thrilling experience. It was a call to action. With newfound enthusiasm, we returned to our everyday lives, determined to share what we had learned and inspire others to join us in protecting the incredible wildlife that makes our planet so extraordinary. Chapter 7. Cultural Encounters. Visiting a local tribe. Visiting a local tribe during our safari adventure was like stepping into a vibrant living tapestry of culture, tradition, and connection to the land. As we approached their village, the air buzzed with excitement. The colorful huts, adorned with intricate patterns, seemed to welcome us into a world where ancient customs thrive alongside the wild rhythms of nature. Our guides, who had been part of the tribe for generations, shared stories that sparked our imaginations, painting vivid pictures of their ancestors and the lessons learned from the wilderness. Once we arrived, the tribe greeted us with open arms, their smiling faces radiating warmth and curiosity. They wore traditional attire that reflected their heritage, and the sounds of laughter and music filled the air. We joined in their dances, feeling the beat of drums resonate through our bodies. Each movement told a story, and as we danced alongside them, we felt an exhilarating connection to their way of life. It was a surreal moment, realizing that we were part of something much bigger than ourselves, a celebration of life itself. Exploring their daily routines was a highlight of our visit. We watched as the elders crafted tools and jewelry from natural materials, showcasing skills passed down through generations. They taught us how to use local plants for medicinal purposes, connecting us to the earth in a way we had never experienced before. It was fascinating to learn about their sustainable practices, emphasizing respect for wildlife and the environment, which mirrored our own passion for conservation. This knowledge deepened our appreciation for the delicate balance between humans and nature. The tribe also shared their culinary delights, introducing us to flavors that danced on our taste buds. We sat around a communal fire, savoring dishes made from locally sourced ingredients, each bite a celebration of their rich heritage. As we exchanged stories over the meal, we discovered the significance of community and sharing in their culture. It was inspiring to see how their way of life revolved around harmony, not only with each other, but also with the land that sustained them. As our time with the tribe came to an end, we felt a bittersweet longing to stay longer. The experience had been transformative, igniting a passion within us to advocate for wildlife and cultural preservation. We left with hearts full of gratitude and a newfound understanding of the intricate tapestry that connects all living beings. Our safari adventure became more than just an exploration of the wilderness. It turned into a journey of discovery, friendship, and a commitment to protect the wild spaces and cultures that make our world so beautifully diverse. Traditions and stories from the heart traditions and stories from the heart are the lifeblood of any adventure, and in the wild landscapes where our safaris take place, these narratives shape the very essence of the experience. As we embark on our journey through the untamed wilderness, it's essential to recognize how the rich cultural traditions of local tribes intertwine with the majestic wildlife that roams the plains. Each sunrise not only unveils the beauty of nature, but also invites us to listen to the tales that have been passed down through generations. Stories that resonate with the heartbeat traditions we encounter is the storytelling sessions around the campfire. Picture this. The sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, while the crackling fire illuminates the eager faces of our group. An elder from a nearby village shares tales of the great lions that once roamed the land, their roars echoing through the valleys, reminding us of their majesty. These stories aren't just entertainment, they teach us respect for the wildlife and the delicate balance of nature. As we listen, we can almost feel the spirit of the wilderness enveloping us, urging us to honor the creatures that share this planet. Another remarkable aspect of these traditions is the role of animals in local folklore. Each species has its own story, often embodying traits that reflect human virtues or warnings. For instance, the clever jackal is a symbol of cunning and resourcefulness, teaching us the value of wit in tough situations. Meanwhile, the mighty elephant represents strength and wisdom, reminding us to tread lightly and cherish our friendships. As we spot these animals during our safari, we can't help but think of the lessons they embody, making every encounter more meaningful and memorable. Moreover, many local tribes celebrate the changing seasons with festivals that highlight their deep connection to the land and its wildlife. These vibrant celebrations burst with color, music, and dance, showcasing traditions that honor the animals and the environment. Imagine joining in a dance that mimics the graceful movements of a gazelle or a song that calls upon the spirits of the ancestors to protect the wildlife. Engaging in these festivities not only enriches our understanding of the culture, but also deepens our love for the natural world around us. As we continue to explore the wilderness, it becomes clear that these traditions and stories are more than mere entertainment. They serve as a bridge connecting us to the environment and its inhabitants. The narratives we gather along the way shape our perceptions and inspire us to become stewards of the land. With every tale told and every tradition embraced, we grow more aware of our role in this vast ecosystem, igniting a passion within us to protect the beauty of the wild for generations to come. Our safari adventure is not just about observing wildlife. It's about becoming part of a larger story, one that celebrates the heart of the wilderness and the traditions that breathe life into it. Learning to dance and celebrate. In the heart of the African savanna, where the sun kisses the horizon and wildlife thrives, learning to dance becomes more than just a fun activity. it transforms into a celebration of life and nature. Imagine standing amidst the thundering hooves of wildebeests and the rustling leaves of acacia trees. This is the backdrop for a new adventure where rhythm meets wilderness. As teenagers, you have the energy to embrace the wild spirit of the dance, unleashing your inner explorer while connecting with the vibrant cultures that inhabit these landscapes. Dance is not merely a form of expression, it's a way to celebrate the beauty surrounding you. In many African tribes, traditional dances tell stories of the land, the animals, and the community's history. When you join in these dances, you don't just step to the beat. You become a part of a rich narrative that has been passed down through generations. Each movement embodies respect for the earth and its creatures, reminding you of your role as a guardian of the wild. Imagine twirling under the expansive sky, feeling the pulse of the earth beneath your feet as you embrace the rhythm of the wilderness. Learning to dance in this vibrant setting also fosters a sense of camaraderie with your fellow adventurers. Picture yourself surrounded by friends, laughter echoing through the air as you all attempt to mimic the intricate steps of a local dance. The thrill of mastering a challenging move or inventing your own variation creates bonds that are as strong as the ones formed during a thrilling safari. Every misstep is met with laughter, and every successful spin is celebrated, creating memories that will last a lifetime. This shared experience helps you appreciate not only the beauty of dance, but also the connections you forge with one another. As you dive deeper into this celebration, the wildlife becomes your audience. Imagine a group of elephants curiously observing your dance, their ears flapping in rhythm, or a pride of lions lounging nearby, seemingly tapping their paws to the beat. These moments remind you that the wilderness is alive with energy and that your joy can resonate with the natural world. Each dance you perform becomes a tribute to the majesty of the animals that roam these lands, reinforcing the bond between humans and wildlife. The more you dance, the more you understand the importance of preserving this dance and celebrate in the wilderness teaches you valuable lessons about life itself. Just like in a dance, you learn to adapt to the unexpected, to embrace the spontaneity of each moment. Nature is full of surprises, and so is life. The skills you develop, teamwork, creativity, and resilience, will serve you well beyond the savannah. So, as you twirl and leap under the African sun, remember that you're not just learning to dance, you're celebrating the wild spirit within you and honoring the beauty of the world around you. The wilderness calls, and it's time to answer with joy, rhythm, and an enthusiastic roar. Chapter 8. Challenges in the wild facing. The elements. The sun blazed overhead as we set out on our safari adventure, a thrilling expedition into the heart of the wilderness. This was no ordinary trip. We were stepping into an untamed world where nature ruled supreme. The air buzzed with excitement, and every rustle in the bushes sparked our imagination. With cameras ready and hearts racing, we eagerly anticipated what the day would bring. Little did we know, the elements were about to challenge us in ways we never expected. As we ventured deeper into the wild, the heat intensified, wrapping us in a warm embrace. It was like stepping into a giant oven, and we quickly learned the importance of staying hydrated. Our guide reminded us to sip water regularly, a lesson we all took to heart. Despite the sweltering temperatures, the vibrant colors of the landscape kept our spirits high. The golden grasses swayed like waves in the wind, and the trees stood tall, casting playful shadows that beckoned us to explore further. Then came the unexpected. Dark clouds gathered ominously in the sky, and the winds picked up, swirling around us like a wild dance. The thrill of adventure turned into a test of our resolve. Rain poured down, soaking us to the bone. But instead of retreating, we embraced the storm. We laughed and splashed in puddles, our spirits undampened. This was a moment of pure joy, a reminder that the elements could be fierce, but also exhilarating. It felt like nature was putting us through a rite of passage, and we were determined to face it head-on. As the rain subsided, a breathtaking phenomenon unfolded before our eyes. The sun broke through the clouds, casting a golden light across the drenched landscape. Every droplet shimmered like diamonds on the grass, and a vibrant rainbow arched across the sky. We stood in awe, realizing that facing the elements wasn't just about survival. It was about experiencing the raw beauty of nature in all its moods. Our adventure became a true celebration of resilience, reminding us that sometimes challenges lead to the most unforgettable moments. With the storm behind us, we continued our journey, invigorated by the experience. The wildlife seemed more alive than ever, with animals emerging to greet the freshened earth. Elephants trumpeted in the distance, and a pride of lions lounged lazily in the shade. Each encounter was a reminder that we were part of this wild world, and facing the elements only deepened our connection to it. As we shared stories around the campfire that night, we knew this day would forever be etched in our memories, a testament to our bravery and a celebration of the untamed spirit of the wilderness. Teamwork and trust. In the heart of the wilderness, where the roar of lions echoes and the rustle of leaves hints at unseen wonders, teamwork and trust become the lifeblood of any adventure. Imagine standing under the vast African sky, surrounded by your friends, each of you filled with excitement and a hint of nervousness. The thrill of spotting a majestic elephant or a pride of lions isn't just about luck, it's about working together as a team. Each member brings unique skills and perspectives, contributing to a richer experience. When you collaborate, every moment in the wild transforms into an unforgettable memory, and you realize that the journey is just as important as the destination. As you embark on your safari adventure, it's essential to recognize that trust is the foundation upon which teamwork is built. Picture this. You're on a game drive, and your friend spots a rare bird perched on a branch. Instead of simply saying, "Look over there," they guide you with enthusiasm, pointing out the details and encouraging you to take a closer look. That trust fosters a safe space for everyone to share their observations and insights, making the experience even more exhilarating. Trust empowers each team member to step up, voice their ideas, and contribute to the collective excitement, ensuring that no one might face while navigating the wild terrain. Perhaps the path to your next destination is blocked, or the vehicle gets stuck in the mud. It's in these moments that teamwork shines brightest. Everyone must pitch in. Whether it's pushing the vehicle, brainstorming alternative routes, or even setting up a temporary camp, each challenge becomes an opportunity to bond, to rely on one another, and to create solutions together. The shared laughter, the sweat, and the occasional frustration all weave into the fabric of your adventure, reinforcing the idea that together, you can overcome anything. The wilderness teaches valuable lessons about communication as well. While on safari, you'll discover that clear and open dialogue is crucial for success. When navigating through dense brush or spotting wildlife, being able to communicate effectively with your team is vital. This means listening as much as talking, ensuring everyone feels heard and valued. When you express your thoughts and actively listen to others, you build a strong sense of camaraderie. The excitement of spotting a cheetah is amplified when you can share your observations and hear your friends' reactions, creating a shared narrative that you'll recount for years to come. In the end, the roar of the wilderness resonates with the strength of your connections. Every sighting, every challenge, and every moment spent together deepens the bonds of trust and teamwork. As you reflect on your safari adventure, you'll realize that it's not just the breathtaking landscapes or incredible animals that leave a lasting impression, it's the friendships forged in the heart of nature. So, embrace the spirit of teamwork, trust your instincts, and prepare to roar alongside your friends in the wild. Together, you'll create stories that echo long after the safari ends, reminding you of the true essence of adventure. Overcoming fears. Overcoming fears is an essential part of any adventure, especially when you're embarking on a wildlife safari. Imagine stepping into the heart of the wilderness, surrounded by majestic elephants, prowling lions, and vibrant landscapes. It's easy to feel a wave of anxiety wash over you as you think about the unknown. But what if we told you that facing those fears head-on can lead to some of the most exhilarating experiences of your life? Embracing the thrill of the wild can transform your perspective and ignite a passion for adventure you never knew existed. The first step in overcoming fear is to acknowledge it. Everyone experiences fear in different forms, whether it's the worry of encountering a wild animal up close, the anxiety of getting lost in the vast savanna, or even the fear of the unknown environment itself. It's totally normal to feel this way. Instead of letting those fears paralyze you, take a moment to understand them. Write down what scares you about the safari and then flip the script. What excites you about it? This shift in mindset can be incredibly liberating and set the stage for an unforgettable journey. Next, equip yourself with knowledge. Fear often stems from the unknown, so the more you know about the wildlife you'll encounter, the less daunting it becomes. Research the animals you'll see and their behaviors. Discover how to stay safe in the wilderness and the fascinating roles these creatures play in their ecosystems. When you understand the environment and the wildlife, your confidence will soar. You'll be able to appreciate the beauty and majesty of the animals rather than fear them. Knowledge is a powerful tool that turns anxiety into curiosity and excitement. One of the best ways to tackle fear is to share the experience with your friends or fellow adventurers. Having a support system can make all the difference. Encourage each other to step outside your comfort zones. Whether it's taking that first step out of the safari vehicle for a guided walk or even just sharing your fears with one another, you'll find strength in unity. You'll laugh together, share stories, and create memories that will last a lifetime. The bonds you form during this adventure can help you face your fears with courage and enthusiasm. Finally, remember that every great adventure comes with its challenges. Embrace the discomfort and see it as part of the journey. Each moment you confront your fears is a chance to grow and become stronger. Whether it's the thrill of witnessing a lion's roar or the beauty of watching a sunset over the plains, these experiences will stay with you forever. So, take a deep breath, channel your inner adventurer, and roar with excitement as you embark on your safari. The wilderness awaits, and it's time to conquer your fears and unleash your reflections on the journey. The impact of nature on us. The impact of nature on us is nothing short of extraordinary. Picture this. You're on a safari, surrounded by the vastness of the African savanna, where the golden grasslands stretch endlessly under a blazing sun. The thrill of spotting a majestic lion lounging under a tree or a herd of elephants trudging through the mud fills you with a sense of awe. Nature has a magical way of awakening our senses, making us feel alive and connected to something much larger than ourselves. The sights, sounds, and smells of the wilderness create an unforgettable experience that resonates deep within us, sparking joy and wonder. When we immerse ourselves in nature, our minds and bodies undergo a transformation. Being in the wild can reduce stress and anxiety, allowing us to escape the pressures of school and social media. Imagine trading your phone for a pair of binoculars, feeling the weight of your backpack filled with essentials as you hike through a dense forest. Every step brings you closer to the heart of the wilderness, where the chirping of birds and rustling of leaves replaces the constant buzz of notifications. The tranquility of nature ignites our creativity and helps us find clarity, making room for new ideas and perspectives. The connections we make with wildlife during adventures can be life-changing. As teens, we often seek purpose and belonging, and witnessing animals in their natural habitat can deepen our appreciation for life. Watching a cheetah sprinting at incredible speeds or observing a playful group of monkeys swinging through the trees reminds us of the beauty and fragility of existence. These encounters can inspire us to become advocates for conservation and protect the very ecosystems that captivate our hearts. Knowing that our actions can impact these creatures and their homes encourages us to take a stand for nature. Moreover, nature teaches us essential life lessons that we carry long after our safari ends. Every adventure presents challenges, from navigating rough terrains to encountering unexpected rainstorms. These experiences build resilience and adaptability, important qualities that will benefit us in our everyday lives. As we learn to work as a team with fellow adventurers, we develop communication skills and friendships that can last a lifetime. The wilderness becomes a classroom where we grow not just as individuals, but as a community united by our love for the wild. Finally, the impact of nature extends beyond the physical and emotional. It shapes our values and priorities, encouraging us to pursue adventure and seek out new experiences. The thrill of exploring the unknown ignites a passion for discovery that fuels our dreams and aspirations. As we return from our safari, we carry with us not only memories of breathtaking landscapes and thrilling encounters, but also a renewed sense of purpose. The roar of the wilderness echoes in our hearts, reminding us to cherish and protect the natural world, ensuring that future generations can experience the same magic we did, friendships forged in the wilderness. In the heart of the wilderness, friendships blossom in ways that are often unimaginable. Picture this: a group of teenagers, all from different backgrounds, thrown together in the wild, far away from the distractions of social media and the buzz of city life. The only thing that matters is the shared experience of exploring the untamed beauty of nature. It's in this environment that connections deepen, laughter echoes, and lifelong bonds are formed amidst the roar of lions and the calls of exotic birds. Every adventure begins with a sense of excitement and a hint of nervousness. As teens step out of their comfort zones, they are not just discovering the landscape, but also discovering each other. Whether it's huddling around a campfire under a blanket of stars, sharing stories of their lives back home, or working together to set up tents, each moment becomes a building block in their friendship. The thrill of spotting a majestic elephant or a playful group of monkeys creates shared memories that are instantly woven into the fabric of their connection. The challenges of the wild only serve to strengthen these budding friendships. Navigating the rugged terrain, dealing with unexpected rainstorms, or even facing the occasional insect invasion can feel daunting. Yet it's these very challenges that push teens to rely on one another. They learn to work as a team, whether it's by helping each other carry heavy backpacks or encouraging one another to conquer fears, like crossing a shaky rope bridge. These experiences forge not just friendships, but a sense of camaraderie that can last a lifetime. The teens discover that the wilderness has a way of teaching valuable lessons about loyalty and trust. With every sunrise, they wake up to a new adventure and the comforting presence of friends who have become like family. Sharing meals, singing songs, and even taking on the role of wildlife explorers together creates a unique bond. They cheer each other on during exhilarating moments, like spotting a lioness with her cubs or witnessing a breathtaking sunset that paints the sky in vibrant hues. When the safari comes to an end, it's clear that the wilderness has left an indelible mark on their hearts. The friendships forged in this extraordinary setting are unlike any other. They leave with not just souvenirs from their adventure, but also with a deeper understanding of each other and themselves. The memories they created, the laughter they shared, and the challenges they overcame become stories they will tell for years to come. In the roar of the wilderness, they found more than just adventure. They found friends who understood the thrill of exploration and the beauty of connection. The adventure of a lifetime. The sun peeked over the horizon, casting golden rays across the African savanna, awakening the world to a new day filled with possibilities. As we stepped out of our tents, the excitement buzzed in the air like a live wire. This was it, the adventure of a lifetime. Our group of friends, armed with binoculars and cameras, was ready to explore the untamed wilderness. Like never before, the sounds of nature enveloped us, with birds chirping, the rustle of leaves, and the distant roar of a lion echoing in the background. Our hearts raced at the thought of encountering majestic wildlife, and we could hardly contain our enthusiasm. Our journey began on the back of an open safari jeep, the wind whipping through our hair as we drove deeper into the heart of the wild. Every twist and turn brought the promise of new discoveries. Suddenly, our guide slammed the brakes and we all leaned forward in anticipation. There, just a few yards away, stood a magnificent elephant, its massive ears flapping gently in the breeze. The sheer size and grace of the creature left us speechless. We watched in awe as it moved effortlessly, reminding us just how small we were in comparison to the wonders of nature. This was the first of many unforgettable encounters that day. As the sun climbed higher, we ventured into a dense thicket, where our guide shared fascinating stories about the animals we might see. The thrill of the unknown made our hearts race. We learned about the intricate web of life that thrived in this ecosystem, from the tiniest insects to the largest predators. Each fact ignited our curiosity, making us eager to spot animals in their natural habitat. Suddenly, a flash of movement caught our eye, a cheetah darting through the tall grass. We held our breath as it effortlessly chased its prey, showcasing the raw power and beauty of the wild. This was the stuff of dreams, and we were living it. As the afternoon sun began to dip toward the horizon, we gathered at a watering hole, a prime spot for wildlife watching. We settled in, our eyes scanning the landscape for any signs of life. Just as the golden hour approached, a herd of zebras arrived, their striking black and white stripes creating a stunning contrast against the earthy tones of the savanna. It was like nature's own painting, and we couldn't help but snap countless photos. The atmosphere was electric. Laughter and chatter mixed with the sounds of wildlife, creating a symphony of adventure that would resonate in our hearts forever. As night fell, we gathered around a campfire, sharing stories and reflecting on our day. The stars twinkled above us, a dazzling display of the universe that felt both close and infinite. We realized that this experience was more than just a safari. It was a celebration of friendship, courage, and the wild spirit of adventure that lived within each of us. With every moment spent in the heart of nature, we discovered more about ourselves and the world around us. This adventure of a lifetime was just the beginning, and we knew that the memories we created would last forever, fueling our dreams of future escapades in the roar of the wilderness. Leaving a piece of our hearts. Leaving a piece of our hearts is an experience that resonates deeply within every teen who has embarked on a wildlife adventure safari. Picture this. The sun is setting over the vast savanna, casting golden hues across the landscape as we gather around the campfire, sharing stories of the incredible creatures we've encountered. Each moment we spend in the wild becomes etched in our memories, a collection of adventures that connect us not only to nature, but also to each other. As the warmth of the fire envelops us, we realize that these experiences have changed us, carving a space in our hearts that we can never truly forget. The thrill of spotting a majestic lion resting under a baobab tree or watching a herd of elephants playfully splashing in a watering hole ignites a sense of awe and respect for these magnificent animals. Each encounter feels like a secret shared between us and the wilderness, a bond that goes beyond mere observation. The excitement of witnessing the raw beauty of nature unfolds in front of our eyes, and we find ourselves captivated by the intricate web of life that thrives in these unspoiled habitats. In those moments, we leave behind the distractions of our everyday lives and embrace a world where adventure reigns supreme. As we dive deeper into the rhythms of the wild, we discover that it's not just the animals that steal our hearts, it's the connections we forge along the way. The friendships formed during these safaris are unique and powerful, built on shared experiences of wonder and excitement. Whether it's laughing at a cheeky monkey stealing snacks or bonding over the thrill of a close elephant encounter, these moments create lasting memories. We realize that while we may leave the physical locations behind, the friendships nurtured in the wild will remain with us long after the trip ends. The impact of these adventures extends beyond the safari itself. Each breathtaking sunrise and every breathtaking sight is a reminder of why we must protect these incredible ecosystems. We carry with us the stories of conservation, the importance of wildlife preservation, and the role we play in ensuring that future generations can experience the same magic. The lessons learned during our time in the wilderness instill a sense of responsibility and empowerment, urging us to advocate for the voiceless inhabitants of the earth. Leaving a piece of our hearts means committing to a future where both nature and humanity can thrive harmoniously. Ultimately, leaving a piece of our hearts on safari is about embracing the transformative power of nature. It's about recognizing that every adventure shapes who we are and how we view the world. As we head back to our everyday lives, we carry with us not only the memories of wildlife encounters, but also a renewed sense of purpose and connection. The wild has a way of calling us back, whispering promises of new adventures and reminding us that the heart of a teen is forever entwined with the spirit of the wilderness, carrying the adventure home. Carrying the adventure home is more than just packing your bags after an unforgettable safari. It's about preserving the magic of the wilderness and sharing it with the world. As the dust settles from your wild encounters, the memories of breathtaking landscapes, the vibrant colors of exotic animals, and the sounds of nature echoing in your mind. Every roar, every rustle, and every breathtaking sunset becomes a part of you. The thrill of waking up in a tent, surrounded by the calls of wildlife, the feeling of standing inches away from a majestic elephant, and the exhilaration of spotting a pride of lions on the prowl. These experiences are treasures that you can carry with you forever. When you return home, take a moment to reflect on your safari adventure. Write down your favorite moments in a journal. Describe the feeling of the sun on your skin as you rode through the savannah or the thrill of seeing a cheetah sprinting across the plains. This is your chance to relive those breathtaking experiences and to capture them in words. Not only will this help you remember the adventure clearly, but you can also share these stories with friends and family, inspiring them to explore the wild too. Your words can paint vivid pictures that transport others to the heart of the wilderness. Just as important as written ones. Sorting through your photos is like going on a mini adventure all over again. Choose the best snapshots, those epic close-ups of animals, the stunning landscapes, and the candid moments with your friends, and create a scrapbook or a digital album. You could even make a slideshow to share at school or with your friends. Adding captions or fun facts about the animals you encountered can turn your photos into an educational experience, igniting curiosity and sparking conversations about wildlife conservation and the beauty of nature. But carrying the adventure home goes beyond personal reflections and souvenirs. It's about channeling the energy and passion you felt on your safari into raising awareness about wildlife conservation. Share what you learned about the ecosystem, the importance of protecting endangered species, and how everyone can contribute to preserving our planet. You could start a blog, create videos, or even organize events to educate your peers about the challenges wildlife faces and how they can help. Your voice can inspire others to take action and make a difference. Finally, remember that the adventure doesn't have to end when you get home. You can seek out local wildlife experiences, volunteer for conservation projects, or even plan your next safari adventure. Keep the spirit of exploration alive by engaging with nature wherever you are, whether that's in a local park or through online wildlife documentaries. The world is vast and filled with wonders waiting to be discovered. By carrying the adventure home, you not only keep the memories alive, but also nurture a lifelong passion for wildlife and the wilderness, inspiring others to join you on this exciting journey. Inspiring others to explore the wild, inspiring others to explore the wild is about igniting a spark of curiosity and passion for nature that can lead to unforgettable adventures. Each time we step into the great outdoors, we uncover a world brimming with life and stories waiting to be uncovered. Imagine the thrill of spotting a majestic lion lounging under the shade of a baobab tree, or witnessing a herd of elephants playfully splashing in a waterhole. These experiences can transform the way we view our planet and motivate us to share this magic with our friends, siblings, and peers. Adventure is contagious, and when we share our own stories of exploration, we inspire others to seek out their own wild experiences. Picture this. You return from a safari brimming with excitement, your eyes sparkling as you recount the close encounter with a cheetah in full sprint. Your enthusiasm can be the catalyst that encourages your friends to join you on future trips or to embark on their own adventures. The stories we tell and the passion we express can create a ripple effect, urging others to step out of their comfort zones and into the wilderness. Social media plays a powerful role in this inspiration. By sharing photos and videos of our wildlife encounters, we can transport our peers right into the heart of the action. A breathtaking sunset over the savannah or a snapshot of a baby giraffe, taking its first steps can captivate even the most reluctant adventurer. These visuals serve as invitations, encouraging others to explore the wild with us. The more we showcase the beauty and excitement of nature, the more likely our friends will want to experience it firsthand. Another way to inspire others is by organizing group adventures. Planning a safari trip with friends not only strengthens bonds, but also creates shared memories that last a lifetime. By working together to research the best destinations, pack essentials, and create an itinerary, everyone becomes invested in the journey. As a team, you can explore the wild side by side, encouraging each other to embrace new experiences and learn from nature's wonders. The laughter, thrill, and occasional challenges will weave a tapestry of adventure that you'll all cherish. Ultimately, inspiring others to explore the wild is about fostering a love for nature and adventure that can change lives. Each trip into the wilderness has the potential to open up new horizons and create a deeper appreciation for the environment. By sharing our adventures, utilizing social media, and embarking on group explorations, we can ignite a passion for wildlife safaris in our peers. So, grab your friends, pack your bags, and let the roar of the wilderness call you to inspire the next generation of adventurers.